Hello everyone, this is Vidya. Thank you so much for the positive responses sent by all of you for the video that actually spoke about the competition that we held last year and the plan for this year. And I'm very happy to see that kids are working hard and the parents are starting to register already. And I thought you guys deserve more information about how actually the competition sheets are practiced in the class and how effectively the same could be done at home. No, so this is the first year that I'm making a video so that everybody can actually help your children at home the way we practice in the class also. I'm just showing you a small example of how the competition sheets look. This is a junior 1 undergoing sheet, which means a child who's just started a junior program and has traveled for a month or a month and a half takes part in this category. And this is how the sheet looks like. I call it the baby sheet because this is the easiest sheet in UC Mass that a child attempts for. And if you can see in the first page we have 75 sums, and in the back sheet again we have 75 sums. And it might look like, oh, are they able to do it in 8 minutes? Yes, it happens, but not at the very first beginning. But eventually, yes, the children do successfully finish 100 to 150 sums in 8 minutes, and it happens with aggressive practice. And I also have a junior 3 sheet here. Again, if you see the front side, it has single digit up to 4 or 5 rows, which has 75 sums in the first side. And at the back, again, we have 75 sums, and this is going to be like a double and a single digit combo. And this is how the back side of the sheet looks. So always it's an easy start, and that's how the children start practicing and keep accomplishing more number of sums every 8-minute practice that they do at home or in the center. Now, talking about the levels that your kids are in, the very first thing I want you to understand is check the teacher of your child so that she will give you a clear idea which level your child, because we have already assessed which level every child is going to compete for in this competition, and the teacher knows it. Or if not, if you want us, contact me or Cyril by email or WhatsApp. We will be more than happy to help you. This is why, because you need more sheets to practice at home, and if you don't know the category, which category your child is going to take part in, there will be no clarity there, right? So that is the first thing. And I also want to talk about other categories, like up to C category. We are only going to be doing addition and subtraction sums. But after C, there comes D, E, F, G, H categories. If you see a D category sheet, this is the front side of it, which is abacus or mental addition subtraction. And at the back, if you see, we have multiplication sums. So which is like 100 of the multiplication sums and then 100 of the addition subtraction sums. Now, normally we train our students to do the multiplication because they finish this in less than 5 minutes, the 100 sums, which is easily doable with practice. And we are already seeing the kids accomplishing that very quickly. And then we flip and go back. So all these things, actually, your child, once they're in this level, they are old enough and they already know how to handle the sheets and what is the rhythm and what is the method. But I'm just showing you how the higher level sheets looks like. So this is a D category sheet. And then I have the E category sheet, which is next to the D, and this has about 50 of the multiplication sums, but the combinations are going to be a little bit intense. 3 digit times 1 digit, and then we have division sums, 50 sums. So they will be targeting to finish this first, and we have a rhythm. They do the division first and then get into the multiplication, because division becomes very easy. And multiplication might take a minute more than division, and then they go back and they start doing this. And we also teach the students the technique, like the first row, do it mentally and then touch the physical abacus and start moving the beads. So you don't have to worry about the techniques in higher levels, because we are already putting that into your children. They know. But now comes the point where I want you to be really helping me. Is nothing but first, know which category your child is going to compete for in the competition, and request us by email or by WhatsApp or by giving me a call, any method. Okay, Vidya or Cyril, I need the sheets for my child. Now what we do is we print the sheets ready and keep it ready. We would give you around a set of 25 sheets. Like if it's a junior U category, I have like 25 sheets printed ready, different questions. So with answer key can also be originated. if you can show them here. So we also have answer keys ready for these sheets, which can be emailed to you. You don't have to necessarily print it out. You can just keep it, save it on your desktop and check the answers of your children. Or you can print a set and keep for the answer key, which makes it easier. That's how we do it in the center. And you can request us for more sheets, and which could be taken from us for a very least cost, which Cyril will email you. And it's going to be it is going to be dead cheap, definitely, compared to Staples or anywhere. But the reason we are adding a cost for this year practice sheets is because we want the children to know the value of it and not waste it, because we have seen a lot of wastage happening. So that's the reason we would like to put a very minute small cost to it, so that they remember that it's been paid for and they would do the practice on it. So keep asking us for the sheets, or if you want to do it at home, we definitely encourage you. We can send you the attachments and you can print the sheets at home, but we strongly not recommend you guys doing it on a regular A7 sheet, which doesn't really help the child to do it well. So please always print the sheets in a legal or a 11 by 17, which is the competition size sheet for UC Mass. And so also one more thing that I want to let you guys know is, so when you are printing a sheet or using a printed sheet that we give a child, every practice has to be done on a new sheet. Guys, once again, I'm saying, every attempt, every 8-minute practice has to be started on a brand new sheet. Why I'm saying is, as you can see in this sheet here, the sum takes off with single digit 4 rows, and then it goes to 5 rows, and again 5 rows. And at the back, if you see, it's going to get a little bit complex because now it's going to have 2 digits. So every sheet, if every level, if you see, the intensity of the combinations increase. So if you tell your child, okay, you finish here, continue from here for the next 8 minutes, it's not really going to motivate them, because the challenge is, when I start from the first sum, how many sums am I able to achieve in that 8 minutes? So the goal remains the same. It should not be complicated for the first 8 minutes itself. So they will always start from sum 1 and how far am I traveling? This is the first step. So until the point the child is actually touching the 75 sums, you do not need to print the back side. This is what I do in my center also with your students. I do not print the back side until I see my students achieving that 75 sums and ready to move to the back sheet within that 8 minutes. So then it makes sense for you or for me to print both back to back and then give them a sheet to do it in 8 minutes. All right. So always have a timer. So this is not a stopwatch. Again, set the time for 8 minutes, and this is a timer. So once the 8 minutes is done, it will beep. So they are trained for it that way, and I would like you to do the same at home also. And now there's one more thing that we practice here, which is nothing but I record the scores of every student so that they are able to understand the progress, right? So first attempt, it might not be that great, but the next week, if you see, definitely they are progressing. And I'll show you how you can do the same at home also. So please follow a chart at home on a book or on a diary or anywhere on a wall. Just try to encourage your child by having the date, day, and attempts, number 1, number 2, and number 3. So for example, on March 22nd, which is today, Thursday, a child attempted 45 sums. Please make a note of it. The first attempt, the child has attempted 45 sums, and do correct it, and or they can correct it also, which they love to. Okay, how many sums did you get accurate? 40. So have a log of that, and the next attempt and the next attempt. And if you see in this, guys, you see the first attempt is always the best attempt which I have seen. Why? Because back to back, when we are doing practice, definitely you're not going to see the graph going high. It is going to go low because, you know, they are tired. So I always encourage the students, once you're done the first attempt, take a 15-minute break, refresh yourself, and then go for the next one. Definitely then you can see the improvement happening. If not, you will see the decline. So every day, just try to make sure that you are recording the scores as much as you can. Record the scores, and you will see the graph going higher and higher and higher. And it's beautiful to watch that the children are actually able to attempt more number of sums with many practices that they're able to do. So what is the suggested number of practices? You may ask the question. I strongly suggest minimum 2 practice a day is the best way to actually encourage your child to get ready for the competition. And 8 minutes is 1 practice. two practice would put together like 16 minutes and give them a break. In half an hour you can definitely accomplish 2 practices, and kindly record the scores. And any other questions, please feel free to check with your teachers, or you can WhatsApp me or text me and email me, and I'll be more than happy to assist and help your children. Thank you very much and all the best.